Welcome to one of my videos. Growing up in Singapore, we've always been exposed to politics which was rather beige and bland. So I've never really been interested in politics until sometime in the 90s when she popped up. To say I got transfixed is an understatement. Never have I been so fascinated by someone who's so in your face.
I believe we are in danger of being swamped by Asians. Between 1984 and 1995, 40% of all migrants into this country were of Asian origin. They have their own culture and religion, form ghettos and do not assimilate.
My fascination grew in tandem as time went on, with arriving for the first time into Australia as a tourist and not wanting to leave. Of course, you know now I eventually migrated here permanently and have been here for the past 8 years.
You're not saying anything, Tony. I've given you the response you deserve.
Colourful characters are plentiful in the Australian Parliament, like this one.
Blue, as far as I'm concerned, but I ain't spending any time on it because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.
So here we are. We are here to find out what makes all these colourful characters tick. And this is the Australian Parliament House right here smack in the middle of Canberra. There are self-guided tours available daily, so this is one of those that I've signed up for. Yeah, so let's go. Here we are, inside the Parliament House, and it's the start of it's a self-guided tour, so we're gonna walk around on our own, and it's supposedly marked out very well, so we can just walk one way, and yeah, that's it. Let's see what is there. Let's see if we can see any police, which I doubt. I think that they keep the police safe from us. Yeah. Right. What do we have here? Lego.
Oh look, how cute is this Lego model of the Parliament House? Even the interior is all decked out, and the detail and trouble gone through to build this is amazing to witness. The Parliament of Australia, officially the Federal Parliament, also called the Commonwealth Parliament, is the legislative branch of the Government of Australia. It consists of 3 elements: the Crown, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. The Crown is used to refer to the rule of law in the functions of government and the civil service. It is represented by the Governor-General appointed by the monarch. The upper house, the Senate, consists of 76 members, 12 for each state and 2 each for the territories, Northern Territory and the Cocos-Keeling Islands, and the Australian Capital Territory. The lower house, the House of Representatives, currently consists of 151 members. The chamber being dominated by 2 major political parties, the Coalition, consisting of the Liberal and National parties, and the Labour Party. The government of the day must achieve confidence of this House in order to gain and remain in power.
Ah, look. That's where they have the press briefings downstairs, and you see the police getting butchered by the reporters. No police there today, unfortunately. Yeah, it's nice to see all these familiar locations that you only normally see on the news, to see them up close.
The next location we're headed to is quite literally the centre of Parliament House. It's dominated by a loud water feature as a symbol that no one can stand right smack in the centre of government. Police have been known to stand around this loud water feature to discuss matters if they do not wish to have anyone eavesdropping on them.
There also have been a few scenes from TV that's filmed in this lobby here. Here we see some of the country's ex-prime ministers. And here we are, Julia Gillard. I look up to her because she is the first female prime minister of this country. And she is probably also the only prime minister who's had a salami sandwich thrown at her. Yeah, Julia.
Besides dodging a salami sandwich, her government was instrumental in allowing me to live here. You see, I applied to move here in August 2007 when John Howard was PM. Kevin Rudd came to power a few months after and did the populist move of halting immigration. So my 6-month approval for the application was left in limbo for a few years until Julia Gillard kicked Kevin out in 2010 before his term ended. She was a lot more immigration friendly and my application moved along and got approved soon after. Australia hasn't seen a full-term PM since when the revolving door saw the return of Kevin Rudd ousting Julia. He then lost the election to Tony Abbott, who got kicked out by Malcolm Turnbull, who got kicked out by Scott Morrison. Oh, the drama on Capitol Hill.
This is coal. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared.
The Treasurer knows the rule on crops.
It's coal. It was dug up by men and women who work and live in the electorates of those who sit opposite. From the Hunter Valley.
Our next location is the Great Hall, where state banquets are held for visiting world leaders. It is also used as a public venue for hire and have seen gala dinners, award ceremonies, and dance performances held here. It is definitely a privilege to be given the opportunity to live in Australia. Debates in Parliament is best described as spirited, and this back and forth between pollies can sometimes lead to information fatigue. However, this comes with living in a vibrant democracy which allows the freedom of ideologies, no matter how divisive, to be brought forth for a healthy debate. The quiet and peaceful halls of Parliament House is a stark contrast to the scandals which seem to permeate so often these days. Corruption scandals, sexual assault scandals, budget blunders, who's backstabbing who. Heck, you don't even know if the current PM will see through his term. There is never a dull day in Australian politics.
And there you have it, guys, the tour of the Parliament House. It's a very relaxing time to spend just walking around. You can do the tour in 30 minutes. I did it in 20 because I wasn't exactly interested in reading about history and all. I just wanted to see. I was actually more interested in the architecture of the building. So that was my main reason for wanting to see Parliament House, because I think it's a very beautiful looking piece of work. Yeah, and I've always loved looking at interesting buildings. So if you're ever in Canberra and you have time to spare, yeah, why not just come over here? The tour is free. Just go online, sign up, and turn up, and just walk through like what I did, just to see how things work here, which is always interesting to watch. All right, guys, so now I'm heading back to Canberra to fly back to Sydney to catch my flight to Perth. Oh, what a journey this is. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so you get notified whenever a new part of this trip gets loaded. All right, so I'll see you back at Canberra Airport. Ciao.